Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another happening Minecraft video. My name is Dr. Kimberly Quinn, and I am here to help you become the boss of your brain, or the boss of your thoughts. Thoughts come first, feelings come second, and action or behaviors third. We know this for absolutely sure. And today, I kind of feeling the need to talk about like the desire to talk about making each day a fresh start. You know, sometimes the stuff is cliche, but you know what? Cliches come from someplace. And I think when we just, don't just skim over something and, embrace it, it can really give us some wisdom. You know what I mean? And so this happened this morning. I was getting ready to do or actually I already did it at this point, a newsletter that I do, the Mindful Times, for the Champlain College community. And you know how it is, like with the universe, just sometimes just hands you what you need to hear yourself, right? And this happens to me frequently, actually. And what's funny here is I was actually, kind of researching something exciting, for my fellow colleagues and also students and things like that. And so I try to pay attention to, oh, I just did something similar to that, or try to change it up just like you do with meal times at dinner, right? And that was really my whole focus this morning. And then I read it and I'm thinking, wow, this is just what I need to hear, is to make each day, there goes the phone, so we're just going to ignore that. And so making each day a fresh start. And I needed to hear that because we just had like a little chaotic something going on in the house for the past 3 or 4 days. And it's so easy to wake up. Like you start your day, and I still did my thing. I did my look out the window, thank you, the whole thing we've talked about. And still, like, kind of the mind just goes there, like, oh, what happened yesterday? Like, oh, yeah, And it's so easy to drag whatever it is that happened yesterday or a few days ago into this brand new, fresh, amazing day, And obviously when there's a larger curveball than our chaotic thing going on right now, it's a little tough to shake, God forbid, like a crisis that happened yesterday. Yet we can still, even that said, we can still consciously choose. I'm big on consciously choosing thoughts, decisions, conscious choices. We can still choose not to bring all of it with us because it still is a fresh new day. It's a blank slate, tabula rasa, right? Blank slate. And we can make this day whatever we want to. And so this was really good for me to hear, because I'll tell you the thing, even being in the biz, with positive psychology and all things well-being, I slide off track too, of course. And the thing is, here's the thing, and this is the good news. Once the switch is turned on, when you're an official Minecrafter, okay, you're into cultivating gratitude and cultivating mindfulness and being all about the positivity lifestyle. Once that switch is officially turned on, it doesn't ever get turned off. Can we get off track a little bit? Yeah, but here's the thing. With me, I just tripped over one of Giovanni's bones there. He's not so neat with his toys, but I mean, who is really, right? Leave them everywhere. I mean, as a kid, oh my God, I love toys every place. Anyway, the switch is never really turned off. And what happens is, at least with me, is when I start to get like a slide a little bit, you just feel out of alignment, which is also a Minecraft thing that I tell my students. We're about becoming the boss of our brain. There's like little sub-themes, being in alignment. So once that switch is turned on, at least for me, the signs, signals, messages from the universe, whatever, are loud. It's almost like flares, like, oops, gotta move a little back over here. And I thought it was like that this morning, because with this chaos thing, I woke up and I'm like, ugh. And then I said, you know what? Wait, whoa. After I read this article, I said, brought me right back. It was just like, brought like a rubber band, right back. Yeah, of course, brand new slate, brand new day. And I committed in that minute to a fresh start. And I even, as my husband was, flying out the door to go to work, because this is chaos thing has affected kind of all of us. It's all fine. It's gonna be fine. It's just like life happens, stuff happens. And so I said, wait, Tommy, the husband's name. And I said, just can you sit for a second just to hear this little blurb? And I read to him just the first few paragraphs. It took like a minute. And I watched the smile on his face. I watched him kind of, let go of that he has to get out the door in 2 seconds, which doesn't last for long with him, I'm just telling you. But he did sit with it and smile, and I could tell it registered with him too, because fortunately we really like each other, and the whole house has been a little crispy since this weekend thing, and and it really anchored us both again. Like, it just anchored us. And the thing I read, I should probably give him credit. Richard Carlson, who writes books on Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's a series, and they're all really good. And this one was the one that's Don't Sweat the Small Stuff with, I think it's with family. So basically it's like about connections and relationships and stuff. So this was specifically geared to couples, but I kind of generalized it in a podcast I did this morning, because Richard Carlson's focus was on people in long-term relationships, basically. And that was true for us too, and it was very centering for us today. But also in general, to just decide today is brand new. It's not a little new. It's not 90% new. And I should, the fact I stubbed my toe yesterday still has me a little irritated, because somebody shouldn't have left that big huge book right next to the couch. Like, who cares? It's over, right? And the other thing, in addition to start each day fresh, is another skill, which, you know what a fan of skills I am, because I love that they give us agency, they give us control. We can see somebody who is good at starting their day fresh, let's say, since that's our topic, and not want to be them per se, but it's like, wow, I want to emulate that. I want to, like today, I want to emulate doing what they're doing. And we can choose to become better at it, because whatever we practice or rehearse, as my theater kid would say, we become better at it. So, and I practice this stuff daily. I needed a refresher course, and I humbly admit that, with this thing that we had going on. And the other thing again is it's very similar to the fresh start idea, but it's also we can choose at any given minute to start our day over. I love that. I absolutely love that. And that one came from, I couldn't even begin to shout out whoever that came from. That was probably 2.5 decades ago. But I remember when I read it, I was like, oh, well, I'm definitely going to keep that. That's a keeper, because we can have that day where you got to run in your nylons, or you cut yourself shaving, then you stubbed your toe, and then you were late to work because of the traffic that wanted you to road rage all over the place. Then you spilled coffee on yourself because you went too fast through the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. And then. And here's the thing. I have like experience with this. Like, lots of things have happened when I learned to turn this around, because that's like that morning domino thing. It doesn't have to be in the morning, I guess, but the nylons, and then the shaving, and then you get blood on your new shirt because and then again, stub your toe, spill coffee, whatever, get out the door late to work, boss yells at you, blah 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 blah. We can turn that thing around and prevent a lot of those dominoes from falling in the first place if we start our day over. It's an energy thing, and the energy thing is not just touchy-feely. Even I forget which law of Newton's is, but we can change energy into matter into energy, but never destroy either one. That just came out of Mr. Feld's 8th grade class. He should get a shout out. That came straight from the vault right here. Way to go, Mr. Feld. Okay, so even Isaac, like, we know that energy is a thing. And anybody who's lived long enough, such as somebody who's a fabulous 56, we know that stuff is real. And so a lot of those dominoes, like let's say the nylon running thing, or the cutting yourself shaving thing, all the rest of it, coffee spilling, late, boss, blah, 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 doesn't have to happen if we consciously choose at that moment. It has to be real. It can't be like just, oh, I'm starting over, but you really don't. It's got to be truly, really letting it go, that was your last pair of nylons, now you're going to have to wear pants, and who cares, it's clothes, right? Or you forgot your wallet, and then you lunch, and then you end up going out for lunch or somebody. They can get you this time, you get them next time, whatever. And when we decide, really decide, inside, all the way through the hard drive, I'm starting my day over at this minute at 10:15 in the morning or whatever. I've had lots of experience with this working. I mean, not only does it just neutralize it doesn't just neutralize it, it actually ends up being a really great day. And I've had that happen over and over and over again. The dominoes keep rolling, but they're in your favor. Before long, you forget that was your last pair of nylons, and you're more comfortable in the pants anyway. It's a good thing. All right, so that's it. Commit to a fresh start. we want to not bring yesterday, last week, last year, last month, 10 years ago into this day, especially the farther you go back. Just let all that stuff go. Clean slate. And also, we only have so much emotional energy. If I were in front of a whiteboard right now, I would draw a big circle and put 100% in the middle, what I do with my Minecrafters. If we cut even one slice out for yesterday, or a big fat slice for 2016, or somebody told a lie about you in 3rd grade, who cares? Okay? And even if it's a big, deep something, you don't want to give that person any more than they already took in the first place, or whatever, or yourself if you're blaming yourself. That's a big, huge conversation. So I did a whole thing on forgiveness and letting go. So I will send you back there. For now, the recap is each day is a gift. I mean, I think we know how fast people check out of here, and beloved pets and everything else. We fly out of here, and this moment really, truly is all we've got. I mean, that's just so freaking real. All right. So, all right, commit to starting each day as a fresh start, and start your day over whenever you feel like you either need or want to. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from Northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.